Hey guys, Shawn Ziem, the Connection Machine, aka the Insurance Doctor, and the host for the Webtalk Legends Podcast. I'm excited today. We finally hit number 100 episode. 100 episodes, and a lot of you again quit after the first one, the second one, the third one. You're like, oh, no, there's no traction. I guarantee it. If you guys do and are consistent, you're going to see lots of great things happen. If you start a podcast, if you start anything, and you are doing it over the long haul, there's going to be a special treat as far as the guests as well. A couple housekeeping. If you're watching live, please hashtag live. If you're on the replay, hashtag replay. If you're one that's an overachiever, and we appreciate you, drop out where you're watching from, and then throughout the conversation, drop your favorite emojis, the thumb, maybe a thumbs down, the pound, fire, whatever you like. The algorithm loves comments. Don't forget, subscribe and hit that like button, and don't forget to share the video after we're done. Let me bring on a great friend of mine, Scott Gerrard. What's up, man? How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing excellent. Love that background, brother.
Yeah, no, I thought I'd show off my piano, whatever side it's on.
It's funny. Everyone, the successful people always put things like they'll be in backgrounds like that. And I love using StreamYard, so we can definitely utilize, images. But that's what's important for people, which is crazy. It's not just about the money, guys. It's not about the lifestyle. It's about helping other people. And that's what I appreciate about you, man. Like, I've known you, I think 3 years now. We've been doing this. This is the third year. That's probably 3 or 4 years now. And you're all about helping people. Before we even get into it, I love hearing it from my guests. Who are you and what do you do?
I think we've got a lag here because I'm looking at myself on the screen and it's sort of it's out of time.
Oh, okay.
But hopefully it's all clear. Hopefully it's coming out clear. But I am just an average person, like same as everyone else. I do that. I think that's a key word you say. So what do you do? It's more because I don't know who I am. I don't know. I don't think many people actually understand who they really are, especially with all this, the way the world is. Everyone's distracted on something. But what we do, we all know what we do. So building a few things, as you know, building Legends, which is coming along great. And also marketer, online marketer. And yeah, just trying to become a team leader. A lot of people see me as a team leader. I still don't see it yet, but I'm trying to see that in myself. So yeah, just someone that does stuff, I suppose.
No, and just like Scott said, and just so everyone knows, we have a lag because I'm in the US and Scott is in Australia. So I'm sure that has something to do with what is happening with their lag. But he is somebody that will take his shirt off and give it to somebody. He will teach you. And I've mentioned this and I've had conversations with people, and they're afraid to share their tips, their strategies on how to do certain things because, they're going to take my business. Scott lays it all out there for someone to follow. But there's people that just don't believe it sometimes. Belief is a powerful thing, right, Scott?
Yeah, definitely belief. Especially when you're growing something, because a lot of people, they'll come in, they've got the belief at the start with no matter what they do, they've got that hype, so they'll be highly engaged, they'll be very energetic and all that sort of stuff. But you watch, whenever you start any venture, no matter what it being, you're going to watch them come and go like a yo-yo. When you've got an update or something, they're back. When you don't have an update for a couple months, they're gone. Another update, they're back, and they'll continuously do this. A lot of things is, I think, recognizing it within yourself. So when you're trying to build anything, no matter what it be, you're going to go through ups and downs. You're going to go through that lag thing, and consistency is what's going to get you through. But also trying to keep that belief. So I think to keep that belief, you really want to surround yourself with a few others that can keep that belief throughout the long period of time, because it's good to surround yourself like energy and stuff, but that energy all drops off as well. So you got to try and find proven people, so people that are actually proven to go that extra mile, and start trying to surround yourself with them, because it's not an easy journey to do anything, especially with everyone come and go like a yo-yo. So I think, so belief is definitely the key, but staying believing is hard. That's a hard part.
Well, we have a lot of the shiny objects that people like to jump ship for. And I've heard you say it a number of times. I've been starting to say it. I've been doing a lot of research as far as building an empire, and they talk about the shiny object syndrome. People get into a program, into a company, and they don't let it just happen. They think they're going to make all this money right off the bat, and it takes time. And I found having conversations will allow you to go the extra mile, to get more people on your team, to grow, instead of just blanketing, posting, emailing everyone and not even connecting or following up with them. Correct?
Yeah, so the shiny objects, which I don't hold it against anyone. Everyone is out there searching for something. They're always searching for something, and that's sort of when you first approach any, especially online opportunities, they're always going to come up. You're going to approach something and you're going to be like, wow, this is it. And you're going to get that feeling. But then the moment that hype dies, no matter what it is, I've done this in the past and I still do this. I will jump in something during the hype and I will grab that traffic and I'll bring it back to Webtalk Legends. And I'll repeat that process. But what I do understand whenever I go into anything, it's not about the shiny object, it's about your team. So a lot of the time it doesn't matter what you promote or what you do. If you've got a good team supporting you and you're in with a good team, you can succeed with anything. You don't need the best product to win in life, but you do need a community to support that product. So you can have the worst product on earth and you can succeed with it if you've got the right people pushing it, the right people around you, the right people growing it. So that's like I'll use meme coins as an example. I used to not like meme coins because meme coins have no use case. It's just a token or coin built on the blockchain, and a lot of people build hype around it and they pump it. There's no use case to it. There's absolutely nothing. But what they do have is that community. So then I learned, well, hang on. The community is the most important part. It doesn't matter the use case of whatever you do. It's that community that's going to really make you succeed. So when it comes to that shiny ball and shiny object, shiny ball, I call them shiny balls because you kick them around. But that syndrome, what you want to get excited about is your team. Instead of so much the product, what makes you think, oh, this is it. I'll jump ship. Just find a good team. If you've got a good team in something, don't leave it. Just stick it through because it is very rare to find a good team. The products, platforms come and go all the time. There's going to be a new one tomorrow, new one next month, new one the month after. But what you will not find again is the team you're more than likely going to leave and let down when you jump to that new one. So you really want to just build that team. All about the team, I think.
I agree with you. The team is important. The community, you have meetups, you have Zooms. You could be anywhere in the world. And today with technology, share best practices of what's going on. And you mentioned traffic. And that's an important thing that people don't realize. They think, I'm going to just do a couple posts and I'm going to get things. You have to have a strategy to develop that traffic. What were some ways? How did you start learning about it? Because I've learned tons from you. Because I actually listen, and when you say certain things, I actually take action, and a lot of people don't do that. But I definitely want to learn how you were able to gain that knowledge on building traffic for websites, for lead generation, etc.
Yeah, so traffic it's a tricky one. The way I learn is pretty much experiment. So I'll do a lot more reading people's posts, a lot more looking at the comments they're actually getting than what I will actually posting and commenting. I'll actually study certain groups of people. Like I'll go in. So for an example, with our token, I study and I still study on Twitter what they're doing in the same industry. So in the algorithm network, I'm studying what they're posting about, what they're doing, what the communities are doing, all this sort of stuff, seeing what's getting that engagement. And then it's sort of finding a way to duplicate that. But a key that I believe is it doesn't matter if you start and you've got the best content. The that around you, the ones that are currently following you, will not engage on that unless they know your journey. So I find if you approach them first, so you approach everyone you know first privately, let them know your journey you're on, let them know what you're doing, and in that way they know what you're doing with the post. They're not going to watch the video if they don't know what it is, kind of thing. But the moment they know what you're doing, they know the journey, they're then going to have something to say about it as you do that content. So I think with anything, approach people first. So a lot of people, they'll get a YouTube channel or something and they want support, for example, and their family won't support them. But if they was to actually go and approach the family first and say, hey, I'm starting this YouTube journey, I'm going to build a channel, can I have a bit of support? Or maybe the channel's about this, could you subscribe to it? And then post it, and then they actually know about it then. So instead of you just posting some random video, they know what you are doing. So I think initially approaching people and trying to tap into other networks as well is key. Like I've always tried to tap into existing networks. So a lot of people, they'll see me, they'll think I've got the shiny ball object syndrome, but what I'm actually doing is I'm joining something, especially if it's a free to join thing. So I'll join a lot of free to join things. And then I'll sort of work my way into their networks. And then I'll suss out what they're doing, all that sort of stuff, find the problems, and then cure the problems with what we are doing. So I'm always bringing people back, going into other networks, and then bringing people back to us. So in some way. And for an example of this, in Webtalk, when I was building on Webtalk's out of beta at the moment. They got their doors closed. But when I was doing that, I got the leaders in a platform called J&. I went into their network, physically joined their stuff, and I bring that network back to Webtalk. I went into another one called Team Build Club. I physically joined that thing, went into the Team Build Club, and bring that network back into Webtalk. And I consistently, that's a strategy that I like to use, is cracking into other people's networks and bringing those networks back to us. Because the more you look, if you see anyone, especially promoting a product, majority of the time they're all struggling. So being the cure for them is what they're going to want. And the cure is a good team.
A lot of times, and yeah, you talked about things I've been involved in as well with you, etc., with Webtalk and Team Build Club and Empower Life. And what I found, and a lot of people, oh, you didn't make a lot of money. I've always made my money back, one, of whatever I put into it, but I also took all the education that was in those companies. And the education is what allows you to grow. And if you take that education, you're really paying for you to personally develop, which we all should be doing anyway, because we have those days, we have the rejection, but that's what people don't realize. Like, oh, they're all about the money. But if you think about, and that's why I like to use, we're learning so we can learn and earn platforms like Learn with Legends, very powerful. You learn new skills, you actually apply them, and you make more money.
Yeah. So I love education-based platforms for that reason. And I like to also suss out the platforms to sort of see what I can implement into what we are doing. So I do a lot of that, especially when it comes to that training side, because in the future, as you know, with what we're building, we're going to have the premium areas just going to be full of training. So I want to see what people are actually learning and what they're using, what they're working on. But like you said, it's very important to learn. So a lot of people, they'll join something, but they don't get involved with the product. So they don't get behind the actual product itself. And by not getting behind the product, the moment you start talking about it, people are going to call scam, because there's no, because you're not showing the product, for an example. So you can't. So they think, so if I give you money, I get money, and then if I get someone else to give me money, he can get money, and then but they don't see the product in the front. You need that forefront of that product. Without the product, it's illegal. So with that product, you really want to understand the product, and like you said, if it's educational product, use it, especially when it comes to the people. So you want to look at the education that's being taught, have a look at the person behind the education, what it is. Are they actually successful in that area, or are they successful just by selling the education? And that's going to give you an indication of whether it's worthy or not. So whether it's actually worth something, or if it's just something that they've put there to make some money. because a lot of the time, especially when it comes to forex trading or something, the forex traders that are teaching those things, they're not successful traders. They're only making money because you're buying the course. So you wouldn't learn off that person. But if you do a little background check, find out who's teaching the course, and if are they successful in that specific area that they're teaching. If they're not, then don't bother learning that because they don't have a clue. If they are, then learn that. It's like if you go to a gym, you wouldn't go to a park bench and get someone to train you that's sitting there eating some chips, drinking some Coke. But you'd get someone that's actually physically fit because that person obviously knows what they're doing, whereas the other person has no idea. So, yeah, you really want to make sure you get the right education by simply doing a background check on who is teaching that specific area.
Now, with that forex and crypto, and in the U.S., a lot of people they're fearful of getting involved with the cryptocurrency. I think it's the ignorance of not having the education piece. Where I was one of those in the past, I learned from you. I've learned from Alexis, from his Team Build Club. I learned from his, I read up on his stuff too. And we, with the TLP coin, we talk about it. Like, I wish I jumped even more onto it when it first started because it's growing tremendously. But people have that fear because of the education, which is not out there. It's out there, but you have to find the right people. And that's hard for some people out there.
Yeah. So the mainstream, obviously, they want to avoid you joining cryptocurrency. So cryptocurrency takes the need of banks away. So that alone, guys. The banks control the world. Okay, the Federal Reserve controls the world. If you got something that threatens that, obviously they're going to publicize the bad side. So if there is a token or coin that scams people, they're going to put that at the forefront of the news articles to make sure they keep you in fear of it. But in reality, there's a lot of good projects. There's a lot of good coins, and they are safe to invest in. The only reason you don't is because the mainstream is going to always publicize all the bad ones. So they're going to keep that fear in you to stop you from pretty much wiping out the banks, because that's what's going to happen. If everyone wants to adopt cryptocurrency tomorrow, no need for banks, no need for governments in a lot of cases. So it's really a threat to the people in power. So it's putting power back in the hands of the people, and they don't want that. So if they have that, then they can't control. So that's why a lot of people are coming with that negative approach. But so I'll give a little example on this Zoom call. If a bank right now does, in Australia, for example, I'm pretty sure they legally have to hold 10% of your money. So that means they got only 10% of your money. That means if everyone in Australia and no matter where you're from, if you actually go to withdraw your money at the same time, it's going to create something called a bank run. That means they don't have your money. Your banks do not have your money. Right now, as we're talking, the banks are not holding our money. They're simply lending our money out over and over and over again, and they can turn $1 into like $100, something like that. Okay, by simply lend it out. Now, this money that they lent out, because of the fees and the interest and all that sort of stuff, they now owe more money to the feds. Okay, so to the people that print the money, the Fed, and because they owe that money, where is it going to come from? It doesn't exist. So what is then forced to happen is the government is forced to ask the Fed to print some more money, so more IOUs, to be able to pay out the people. So, and that causes inflation. So cryptocurrency is different. It can't have inflation. You can't. The price will go up, but everything else won't, because there's no more to be printed. You can't print more cryptocurrency. When you mint a coin on the blockchain, unless it's a CBDC that they're going to bring out, but you can't keep minting more coins. So Bitcoin is a limited supply of 21 million, for example. They can't mint anymore. So it's it fixes a lot of issues, but it raises issues for keeping control, keeping power. So if it goes mainstream, then they're going to lose a lot of power. A lot of banks are going to go bust, and they don't want that. So the only reason right now that your money is stable is because It is agreed upon. So people trust it. Wherever you trust it, doesn't matter if they don't have it, because they don't have it, but everyone trusts that they do have it. That's the only thing that keeps it afloat. So ignorance is actually running the system. That if you take the ignorance of the people, you're going to see a lot of bank runs. You're going to see a lot of crashes. They keep the people blind, because keeping them blind is how they're going to keep control and keep it
right. And getting education, talking to us, learning what we're doing, the liquidity pools, and how you can earn fees on people buying and selling coins. I never thought about I'd be involved with that, but I learned, I put into place, and then continue growing it. But people, I tell people, just get yourself a Para wallet, start setting up some things, have a conversation with me, with Scott, and you definitely will be able to start setting up your financial future on a positive and really do some damage in the future for your family. That's what I'm hoping for, right? We're all hoping for. And I would love to go into, did you think we'd have 100 episodes?
When you took over the podcast, I knew there was going to be a lot more than 100 episodes, but I didn't think it would be this quick. I didn't think you'd be at this stage now. I thought it'd be a bit further along, but it's insane, really. 100 episodes.
I can't believe it. I definitely love having conversations with people, because people don't realize they have golden nuggets inside their head that they can't be afraid to share. And people need to hear what's inside that head so people can grow. Because it's not just, I don't want to be the one always talking. Like, you and I can talk all day long, but we're giving value. We're teaching, we're sharing information so that people can learn. And we're hoping that you're going to implement, guys. Those that are watching, if you're implementing what we're talking about, drop comments of what you're implementing. What are you involved in? Because doing video, whatever industry you're in, is so powerful. How were you in the beginning? I know you were doing big stuff with Webtalk and the video and collaborations. What made you start with the video when you started?
I think I heard somewhere, I don't remember, but a video day for a year straight could potentially make you financially free. It didn't, because I did it and I wasn't financially free after. But I think it's also strategy, like we were talking about in the beginning. You need that little bit of strategy. But video changed my game online, really. It's so much easier to communicate. So if someone asks us a question, I can just answer that question in a video, and I can guarantee that same question is going to come up again. And then you just send them that video. And because it's my video, it's tracked to all the stuff that I do. And there's no I don't have to go find what they're looking for and send them that. So it's really helped with the following up side of things. It's helped with the growing. It's helped a lot. Like, the reason we were together is because of the platform Webtalk, and I was doing a lot of video content, and that video content actually attracted people to me a lot more than post was attracting people. And then you can also explain things a bit better. So a lot of times you do a post, no one can see your emotions behind the post. They think, oh, you're just being cranky. And it's like, no, I was smiling when I wrote that. But because you can't do that emotions unless you're a real good copywriter. But even then, that doesn't come out sort of clear. But when you're actually talking, you can lower your voice, increase your voice, whatever you're doing. But I started, the first video was me. I don't have it anymore. I wish I had it, because if I had it, I would post it. But it was just me looking at a camera, and I couldn't get a word out. I had the camera up like this, and I was just going, like I could not get that word out. So but I decided to do it. Like, that was my first attempt, and it's recorded on somewhere, like in the cyberspace, but it's deleted now. I don't have access to it. I don't even have that phone anymore. But yeah, literally my first video, that's all you'd hear is I just could not talk. So, but from then, like, that was the day I decided I'm going to do video, and then I've just worked on it since. And then I started, I'll post this one. And now I don't even script. So everything I do, it'll be just an idea, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm going to talk about that today. And then every now and again, I'll have to bring up some, like, on the top of my screen there, I'll just go into the websites previously, because I know I'm going to go into them, but there's nothing script. So a lot of people say, oh, you need to, and I think that puts people off, because a lot of people, they'll say to start, you need to have a good camera, you need to have a good microphone, you need to have a good this, you need to put dot points and have dot points behind you so you can keep on track. And no, you don't. Just turn the camera on and talk. Like, that's literally all you've got to do, and then work from that. So a lot of people want to be perfect to start, which makes them never ever start. Whereas if you just start and then perfect it later, you'll get more growth, and then people see you grow too. So I think that's another thing. Like, a lot of people remember my old videos and they'd look at mine now and, well, you've come a long way. So
every person on the planet has a phone. I don't care where you are, and the phone has cameras in it. It has the best technology. The only thing I would recommend anyone getting is a tripod, so you can have it set up, angled at you, and just hit record. And like Scott was saying, unscripted, have topics. Like, I've been going through my YouTube and I go to the end. I go to when I first started uploading, where I didn't get any views. Those are the videos I'm taking the titles, writing them down, deleting that video off of YouTube, and redoing it, because I'm a hell of a lot better than I was when I first started. And it's the content's there, it's powerful, and then I'm integrating what I'm doing now, how I've learned how to utilize YouTube and put in the tags, so you're going to get better reach than I was getting then. So it's all about not being fearful. And like Scott said, I always tell people, if you want to, I always try to wear the same shirt because it's a brand. I try to rep a hat, but you can have different shirts. Do 5 different shirts, have 5 topics, hit record, rock it out for 2 to 2.5 minutes if you want to go short, and then go on to the next one. And you can have videos done, and then you upload them to YouTube and schedule them. That's a powerful thing.
Yeah, it's definitely powerful. I think no matter what you do, a lot of the time people, I'll give you a hint. If anyone is right now, if they feel the need to actually write a comment about why they can't or why they did, that is actually your subconscious. Okay, so you subconsciously don't accept your excuse, so you have to outwardly put it in the hopes that others can accept it, and then you feel fulfilled. That happens a lot, especially in what's trending these days. Like a lot of people, they're not being themselves, and they don't accept what they're being, so they'll have to outwardly write it. They'll have to outwardly post their excuse. They'll have to outwardly post it, and they'll outwardly go march down the street to make others accept it, because they can't subconsciously accept it. When you subconsciously accept something within yourself, then you don't have any sort of need to try and find it off someone else. You have no need to give your excuses to others. You have no need to explain things, because you accept it. You accept who you are. So if you're in that feeling of, I don't have this, I don't have that, and you feel the need to write it, that's because subconsciously you know. So subconsciously you know you're not doing what you can do. And it all comes down to, do you really want success? Do you really want what you think you want? Because if you really want what you think you want, you ain't going to let nothing stop you. You're just going to get it. And with a video, if you really want to be on video, okay, you wouldn't need to go, oh, I want to start, but this. I want to start, but I wish I had, or whatever it is. Or I got no time now. You won't need to outwardly put that on messages. You would just do it. If you really want to do it, you're going to end up doing it at some stage. So just all I can say is, if just look within yourself. I think a lot of people, it's so easy to blame what's external. It's so easy to have a reason because of what's external, instead of just accept it. All right, accept it. Like, look at yourself in the mirror and just say, you have been one lazy fuck. And then just start doing it. Like, the moment you can do that to yourself, the moment you can look at yourself as your own problem, is the moment you can change yourself. So you got to accept who you are to be able to change it. So, and if you're not where you want to be, then blame yourself. Stop blaming everything else. Stop coming up with excuses. Just look at yourself and improve it. Like, the moment you start working on yourself, I think that's the key. Just be better than what you were yesterday, and just consistently do that, and you will get that compounding effect. Like, I go to the gym. very often with my brother, and we don't stop. Like, we just go the next day, the next day, the next day, the next day. There's people around me that it's like, well, I wish I could do that, but I'm not competing with that person. It's like, all I'm trying to do is just improve myself, and a little bit at a time. And then in time, no matter what it be, video, fitness, money, whatever it is, if you consistently just improve that little bit and just only compete with the person you were yesterday, nothing else, and you will end up pro at whatever you do, no matter what it is. You can't do something for a long period of time and not become good. It's like impossible.
Well said. Yes, you're 100%. Yeah, you got to just keep going, keep doing it. It's going to be a success no matter what. But if you quit, nothing happens when you quit. So it's something that's very powerful. Do you believe in manifesting?
Yes, but not if manifesting has gone so far beyond ridiculous. I see these days people think they can just write, I am rich, I am powerful, I am this, and they think it's going to happen. It ain't going to happen. When you manifest, you got to say that to yourself. You got to believe that, but when you begin to believe it, your mind should then begin to subconsciously act in a way to achieve it. So first, obviously, becomes believe. You need to believe you can. Okay, so the moment you believe you can, and the moment you believe you will, then you can. Your subconscious will begin doing actions for you. But it all comes down to actions. If you look at everything, so you can write down, I will be rich, I will be rich, I will be rich, or I'm going to get 10 grand today, or whatever it is, all that sort of stuff. Then look at what you did in that day, and then ask yourself, did I do anything to achieve what I was writing? Did I do any actions to achieve it? If the answer is no, then you ain't going to manifest anything. Like, manifestation I do believe in it, but unless you are doing it right, you're not going to act in a way to achieve it. So yeah, you can't just keep repeating something in the mirror and expect it to happen. Okay, if you need to keep repeating something in the mirror, obviously there's something in your self-acceptance that's not true. So, like, why do you need to keep doing that? Like, stop saying it to yourself. Like, if you shouldn't need to say it to yourself if it's true. Okay, so just I think it's just been taken way out of proportion, this manifestations thing. It's like, it's an easy sell. You can actually do a video, manifest this, and then say, hey, I'll show you the secrets in my description, and sell someone a course for $5,000. And that's how easy it is to get people to spend money these days. Like, you give them what they want to hear, and they'll spend anything. No one's looking for what they need to hear. Everyone's looking for what they want to hear. And they'll spend every cent they've got in their pocket just for you to tell them what they want to hear. So if you want to sign your soul and make a lot of money tomorrow, go tell people what they want to hear and then sell it to them. But if you want to actually do some good in the world, tell people what they need to hear.
Let's end on, I would love for you to share, and we're involved with this. Let me pull this up. We're involved with this.
I have no idea what's going on, guys. He's put me on
we just had a Zoom yesterday. Oh,
got back up. Is it got back up?
Here we go. Going here. Yeah. Why can't I get to? Yeah. Oh, it's right there. Hold on. Let me pull this up. Present. Here we go. Come on. There we go. Now.
I lost your volume. Can't hear you. I don't know why. Oh, you've got your thing on mute. I can see it on mute. Your microphone.
All right, here we go.
There we go.
Hear me? Now,
yeah, I can hear you now.
With this got back up, man, this is something that everyone should be involved in. We had an awesome Zoom. I would love for you to share the last, like, in 2 minutes, if you would. How do you share this out to the community?
I'd like to do it a little bit longer in 2 minutes if I want, but the way I share it is same as I preach, guys.
Do it.
But I would like you to actually do it for me. Did you see my video yesterday? Yeah, probably not. Okay, because it's only new.
Yes.
Can you go onto Google on the screen with us? So right here, guys, this is half the price of Dropbox. I want you to understand that. So just go into Google for us for a second, and then go to Google Trends.
Go over here.
Guys, stick around and watch this, guys. You're going to want to get involved with this Got Backup, especially on someone like Shawn's team, because he's going to just keep going. You're just going to benefit from his efforts. So,
And then you want me to go to Trends?
Yeah, so Google Trends,
All right.
and then go 5 years worldwide.
Let's go over here. GoogleTrends.com.
Yeah.
Let me go over here.
Can you share the screen or?
I can. You can share if you want. Let me stop sharing. Can you share on your end?
I think you got to allow it. I'll just go into Google Trends. This is pretty good, guys. If do I press present?
Yep, hit present.
Share screen. Entire screen.
You could do just a one little area too. You know how the tab, I guess you can do too.
Okay, that's fine. I think you need to add it to the screen now. Or?
Yep, there we go. There's that.
All right, so you can see my screen. All right, so I'm going to go into Google Trends right now. So we are half the price. You can see this, can't you, Shawn?
Yes. Yep.
What I'm in?
Mm-hmm.
I can't hear. Can you see my screen? You can?
Yes.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to explore here, guys. So Got Backup is half the price of Dropbox. That's all you need to know. Now, if let's just pretend you got a fuel station, that's half the price of every fuel station around you. Where's everyone going? They're going to go to the half price, yeah? So you can't smash prices by half and not get noticed, guys. So I'm just going to, in this explore here, I'm going to go to my internet is going slow. I don't know why, but I'm going to go worldwide.
And guys, we're doing this live.
My internet's going really slow. I do not have a clue why, so I'm hoping that it's not too fuzzy. I'm going to go 5 years. What I'm going to put up here is Got Backup.
Oh, you went trends.google.com. Okay, I was doing Google Trends. All right.
It's just taking a long time to load. It should be going fast because I actually bought a phone to be able to do these things, and I've got it connected to that.
Oh, okay.
So Got Backup.
Yeah, it's popping up now.
Okay. Is it? Sorry, guys. It's my it's my net's been real slow. I want to show you this. This is powerful. This is really powerful. So you can see. Can you see here, Shawn? The interest going up slightly. We've made a new lower high. Now this has got Backup. Now understand, guys. If you are behind Got Backup, if you need a good product, we've got the best one here because Got Backup is half the price of Dropbox. Now it's increasing in interest. Now by being on the front of this, what's coming, it's going to blow your mind. So Dropbox is double the price of Got Backup. I think I've said that a few times. And check this out. So this is the volume. So Got Backup looked like it had volume just before. And if you have a look at Dropbox is up here. Now what this line represents is the interest in it, but what it represents to me, all I see is dollar signs. Okay, there is hundreds of millions of dollars in this red line. Now, if this was fuel stations and this blue fuel station was selling the petrol for half the price as the red one, everyone from that red one's going to come to this blue one. Okay, now by being on this blue one, this is the volume that we've got coming. Okay, so this is the use case. This is the volume we've got coming over to Got Backup. So by simply selling something that is half the price, we've got this volume. that's going to come to this blue line, to us. So if I put in a video and I really stressed it, that is powerful, guys. I'm going to stop the share now, but that is absolutely powerful, and that is why I'm behind it. So not just that, good team. Like we've got the best team, guys, and the way I'm promoting it is I'm reaching out to certain people on email, like directly, like not I've got email list and I blast the whole list, but then there's specific people that I'm reaching out and I'm saying, hey, remember me from this time, blah, blah, we did this, you've been doing this. And then I'm pulling them aside one by one, trying to get them on a Zoom or something, like just on a call. And then I do the conversion this way. And then also I've got my patrons, I bring on my patrons first. I'll always look after patrons, always will. So now, as you know, Shawn, like by simply taking action from that Patreon, the spillover is just going to fill up. It'll just fill up. And then we've started doing weekly Zooms. And all you've got to do on our team now is simply find the prospects, bring them to our Zoom, and we will do the rest. It's simply that simple. So, and it's just when you look at the volume of Dropbox for double the price, you think like it's a no-brainer. This one, it's that's what's coming. I can guarantee in a few months, I'll bring up this Google Trends again, and I'll show it. I will show. Look where we are now. We're halfway to the red line, and you're going to watch that red line go down too.
And if anyone's involved with us, and if you shared this, everyone should be getting this book. Everyone that's on our team should be getting that book because it is powerful. It's what we're doing. It's how we're collaborating, how we're making things happen. And we're going to bring people on that are on our team as a guest on this podcast. We're going to make sure they understand this is a powerful medium that we can spread to the world. This is a global opportunity. So we definitely know it's for everybody, and getting on our team is the one to be on because yes, the Zooms are powerful, and that's what you got. You're not selling anything but that. Talk about the product real quick and say, no, just come to the damn Zoom and watch what happens. And they'll get the education.
And just act on it. So this is the reason why so many people miss out on the best results, and no matter what they do. This new thing comes up. There's a good team. There's a good product. They're going hard, the team and the product. And then people say, oh, I'm not interested. And they'll wait to see the check before they become interested. The moment they're seeing the 10,000 check, they're soon interested. But they could have had that 10,000 check. Then others are going, oh, I just need to learn that little bit more. What do you need to know? Good product, good team. That's it. Take action. And then I'm stressing this now because I just want everyone to understand, if you're watching this, obviously you've been watching Shawn for a while. Shawn is promoting this product, and this thing has only 2 legs. That's all you got to feel, 2 legs. Now, from that, he's already got 1 leg that's down a mile. He's only got to build 1 leg. So if you know Shawn, if anyone knows Shawn the slightest bit, you know he's not going to stop for the next 100 millionth piece of content. That means there's a lot of people coming into that leg. And if by simply just acting now, you're going to benefit from all of that stuff that Shawn does. And this is what I stress about having that good team. If you've got a good team, you're going to get good spillover. Who cares if you're interested? Just take some action. Who cares if whatever your excuse is, the longer you have the excuse, the more people that are going to fall where you could have been. So they're the ones that are going to show the $10,000 check that's going to make your excuse disappear somehow magically. Okay, and then you're going to take action, but now you've taken action way part, like you got to wait now. but just it's a lot of, when it comes to something like this, when you look at the volume in Dropbox, you look at us just dominating the industry with cloud storage. We're smashing the prices. We're not just beating the prices by a little bit. We are absolutely smashing them. And then we get up to 75% back of the revenue to us. It's a no-brainer to be there at the start because we know the volume is coming, and it doesn't matter if you don't need to be interested, or you don't need to have money, or you don't need to want to join it, but that's not going to get you in front of that volume. What's going to get you in front of that volume is simply taking action and taking action fast, because we know it's coming. I just showed you the hundreds of millions from that Google Trends. If you can't see that, that's hundreds of millions of dollars coming to got back up.
Mm-hmm.
So hundreds of millions, not $1,000, not $100. It's hundreds of millions of dollars coming over to got back up. Now you want a piece of that. So right now is the perfect time to act, because it's only a couple of years old, and we are killing it. Our team is smashing it. Every day my network grows, and with these Zooms, people get motivated. So if you're still watching here, guys, and you're not on Got Back Up, you're right there. Shawn is probably the best person to join right now, because you know he's only just started, and you know that he ain't gonna stop. He never stops anything. I haven't seen you stop, Shawn, in anything. I just see you just go. You make me feel bad about myself. I'm like, oh, gotta do more.
No, I just figured, man, we got to put the time in now while we're young, right? We got to just keep, crushing it. I have, the whys are focused on the future and planting the seeds, man. That's what you got to do. So, dude, we could be on for hours. I know you got some stuff to do today, because, guys, he's in Australia. I'm in the USA. It's 4:47 here p.m. and it's like 8:47 a.m.
8:47
on Sunday, right? Sunday for you.
Yeah, I think I got an email off you last night, and you asked what time it is. I think because I let her look at the email. I'm pretty sure it's 2 a.m. then. So when you sent that, yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah,
So
I found a couple Google link that tells me certain times, so it's good. You can make things happen no matter where people are in the world. So you just have to start making, taking action like we've been talking about. So, Scott, it's been awesome. It's been a great journey we're on, and we're going to keep riding this wave. And take a look at our description. All the content, our links are in there as well. And join our team. Let's crush it together.
Oh, we're going to crush it. This year is ours. We are dominating it from the start, guys. From day one of this year, we have absolutely been crushing it. Everything we're doing. So it's probably the best time to get involved, because we are so much further ahead than what we were 5 years ago, or 2 years ago, or 1 year ago. We are so much further ahead, and they're really taking off. So
it's clicking. It's definitely clicking. No doubt, brother. Thanks again, everyone else. We hope you have an awesome rest of your day. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video. Have an awesome day, guys.